Yeah, not shocked about that. But Natty Farrakhan has wiggled his way into the brawler position once again, repping out the Drakkar with the extra special. And I will say, Vice Drakkar, that's an extremely high damage forward pair. And when you have an Alice in the back, and brawlers know this character hurts, but he just hurts you. Like it hits the brawler that has to eat these primaries and secondaries constantly. So I'm gonna hoping to see a lot of a lot of good wiggles coming out from Cows today if he's gonna survive this pretty high damage primary trio.
Um, Awakenings. No one picked OIA, courtesy of
Major mistrap from Vex, but it's okay.
the I feel like in terms of Pantheon's game plan, they're looking to damage dump either Chunk Dinky or Natty Fangirl. But Flowers with the Atlas, big extra special Atlas can't be disregarded on the healing factor. Oh my god.
Loki kind of can, but the res factor is what he's all about. But a bunch of beautiful strikes coming from Natty Fangirl, taking both barriers on his own and just kind of playing around all the strike ranges of Strages and Vex, getting out so many resources. Honestly, a flip going down that point is pretty huge. And start off the point with a lot of damage on Strages, getting 2 ultimates off on him, and a Drakkar primary just barely missing. This Imi maybe is about to go down, but is looking to kind of just keep this offense going regardless.
Yeah, I mean, now you're looking to push up with this flip. You're looking for this bottom side kill. Lloyd Invis trying to catch people lacking, but the res from Flower saving Chunk Dinky's life. Trey is pushing in with the cyber spike. Does secure the second barrier. Flip does come out from Flowers. No dice in the save backtrack. Natty Fangirl secures the power play for Line these bears.
Yeah, very rough being forced to spend 2 flips to get that kill, and on top of that, this Finny character is just doing too well of a job keeping the ball out of the hands of Chunk Dinky. Vice just not having the movement speed or blink or immediate access to blinks that they would want to start their power play. And now, immediately, Cows goes in with the Imi turret behind him, taking Flowers off the map and getting a beautiful little kill there and bringing us to 1-1 to start the series.
Now, the chain lightning almost saved the point there, but Chunk Dinky unfortunately misses their strike. And it looks like Lions Eats Bears' game plan is just to funnel all the damage into someone and hope that they find a pick with a kill. But the reversal power play here for Pantheon securing them. These 2 barriers, or they're looking to secure these both barriers, but the reversal from Chunk Dinky secure the kill on Stratus, now it's basically even, but Vex does have the flip though.
Yeah, a Flowers-esque kill there coming out from Chunk Dinky, Flowers in the back, and a
Oh
bunch of
my
hit
god.
stuns coming out from the entire team, just blasting Vex all the way into goal arc. And honestly, that makes me bring what you said earlier. You brought up, surprisingly, a very good point about the difference that both these team comps want to play damage, but the way that Pantheon wants to play with the Finny Imi is looking to kind of play damage in the corner and get everyone as low as possible, force them out. And Lions Eat Bears, they just want to pick someone and murk that guy. You know, but get that Drakkar off, get the poison, and a little bit of slows, and just drop 1 nuke on their head, instantly take them off the map. But on it, with the missed Drakkar primary and 2 barriers going down, that game plan is going to be looking extremely rough right now. Not spending these abilities looking for the kills just means that we're not able to keep these barriers up, and we're not able to keep Natty Fangirl alive. And a power play is now starting up for the side of Pantheon.
I think Flowers just didn't pull the trigger on the res, unfortunately, and they unfortunately strike right from Cows. Now, even both sets, Cows does have a flip looming in the dark, and I think Cows should look for what like an easy speed gate kill with a flip the X
Gate
max
primary, full flip.
Yeah,
Outplayed.
outplay him like that. Oh, but the good
Nope,
res.
that was terrible. That was terrible. I'm sorry. My little X backseating is gonna have to come in. Don't do that. Do not ult like that. But we are almost finding the kill. If only we had an ultimate ability to punch this Drakkar off the map. Instead, Natty Fangirl and Cows are both kind of walking around, both unstaggered but extremely low, not able to get into any good plays. But it's actually Natty Fangirl just getting all the way up in there with not having any fear, looking for both barriers, but unable to get any. Straight just did too well of a job securing both barriers, and the AB turret firewall just pushes it in slowly but surely. Flowers barely losing the strike ward to it and giving Strangers a comfortable position up a set in first place in draft. And I was honestly rewarded with a lot of really broken awakenings, whichever one he wants to pick up.
1-2 explosive, timeless creator. A lot of the pick of the litter here, but
Explosive, kill the ball, kill the ball. Kill the
Wow,
ball!
okay. Drek
Yippee!
does probably take 1-2 here, or BD. Just nice size from Dex. If I was Atlas here, I'd probably take BD just to deny, but I now have to face size X with extra special, and he's a bit scary.
Yeah, I'm honestly most surprised that we have opted into fight or flight on the Finny. Glass Cannon was up, and Finny might just be the best ice skater all around. The Glass Cannon Mom Boots build, she kind of just runs around faster than everyone else, but in fight or flight, needing to get a strike or an ability hit off to get that speed, just a little bit too conditional compared to Glass Cannon, so I'm a little surprised that we opted in for it. Maybe we thought it's old fight or flight, which was kind of broken, but it just doesn't matter because the side of Pantheon is doing such a good job getting these double barriers down. He's looking a little low, but it's Chunk Dinkies that it's being knocked around the map, and Strange is moving the ball up with the core. But Natty Farangirl is just doing such a good job at denying this possession, using all his Jakar's abilities, but it just keeps going around the map, and no one's.
Oh my god!
Right, I was gonna say no one's able to get a strong possession going, but you know, just pew pew pew, primary, and just catch Beck slacking.
Shotgun Slayer. Natty Farangirl's low-key play out of their mind right now. They're playing like they don't want to lose another game in this league. They want to be the reason why Line Eats Bears does not go 0-9.
Do you know for playoff implications if Pantheon is secured? Like, do they need more wins or?
I think they need it. I think they need to win this match to secure playoffs. But they're looking to secure winner sides, so they have to win both of the series next, like this series, and then against I think Boss next week.
Okay. Anyways, back to the point. Vex moving up the field, looking to get into a great position to pop this flip, but is kind of forced back into the box with Natty Farangirl looking for the kill. Good little corner starting, but not a lot of damage is coming out from both teams. Both sides actually doing a pretty good job at evading the main chunk of damage. Amy Glitch Pop being dodged, or yeah, Dash Punch combo, and Chunk Dinky not being able to land either their secondary or ultimate ability. And as a result, the passive damage just from being around Amy X Finny is a little bit too much, and Natty Farangirl is forced to give up too much space, allowing Strages to get the ball and go for the bot side, top side mix up off the corner.
Yeah, they're breaking Flowers' ankles right there. And that was 1-1 here. Going in this next point, Chengdi just win a kickoff with that primary. But a lot of damage is being put on. Natty Farangirl are trying to sneak around with the Xenocloak. But both forwards on the side of Lions Eats Bears are really low, and the res does not save. It does save Chunk Dinky, so it is only a one-man down power play here for Lions Eats Bears.
Yeah, I want to shout out Flowers' strike shot from like a couple seconds ago. That was pretty awesome, and unfortunately, a barely missed angle means that Cows is not able to secure the second barrier. We've got a bit of a wall to get through Alice right now, and Chunk Dinky and Natty Farangirl are looking to start their own offense. Drakkar positioned well in the corner, and a good pass to the teleport could mean this barrier is going down, but a great. What's Vinny's ultimate called?
Big finish.
Big finish to defend this barrier for as long as possible. And now Chunk Dinky is kind of forced out. This is the game plan that the Pantheon's looking for. Get the ball in the corner, get this damage going. Unfortunately, Vex is walking a little bit too far up, but a beautiful pass to the top side. Oh, he cast a CCL-esque shot coming out from Strages. And the ball is just going everywhere. Everyone's like a little nervous right now. At bot side, red core. A great call out from Vex, cutting the pass. Just going and gets the turret set up, but not fast enough, meaning the ball is able to come out. Like Glitch Pop to himself, and a beautiful strike coming out from Chaos to secure the last interaction of the point. I mean, that one was a little bit of a roller coaster all the way through.
Yeah, I think Flowers hesitated a little bit there. If they struck,
Oh yeah, if Flowers struck immediately there, we could have kept it out of the range of Cows. But Flowers just kind of didn't want to play that interaction to get a bit more advantageous position afterwards, then be forced to go back into Strages. So I kind of get it, but also like Loki strike first.
Yeah, you might need to take over for a bit. I'm dying,
dude. We have an entire series to get there.
Okay, I think I'm back. My game just kicked me out to the lobby, and now I think I'm loading back in. Yeah,
okay, whatever. I'll just go for now. Cal is looking extremely low on the net right now, but a huge combo kill coming out from Cows, and Vex immediately takes Natty Farangirl off the track. And his defense looking extremely hard. Flowers, I'm just been the flip late. Looks for the shot on the bottom barrier, but it's actually the side of Pantheon to lose it. A beautiful angle coming out there on the defense to secure that barrier at the end. Trey just looks for a little fancy shot off the night marker wall. Cow's using the night mark speed to beautifully get into position and finds a shot towards the top side. Flowers just not fast enough to get there in time. If only we had OIA from the beginning of draft, but you know, it's just the way of the world sometimes.
I think I'm back. It looks like Pantheon did take the second set, and I see an ad rush here. Would you be willing to take this, even with? I think you should still take ad rush, yeah, in the first slot.
Yeah, the game plan of the side of Pantheon, they can get too much damage up and too many kills at once for Adrenaline Rush not to be taken. We can outpace this Atlas ultimate. But,
Yeah.
but honestly, I think the two most important things this draft are actually Finny on Rapid Fire and Team Player on Atlas. Team Player is something that I think Vice and Drakkar will appreciate a lot, especially Drakkar being able to get a lot of extra core speed off the secondary now. It's something that Team Player can go well with and just get these really, really fast out clears to kind of just get around the Finny before she gets into position to be in a good place to strike. And of course, Rapid Fire Finny, broken ass character.
Yeah. Junkie pushing up on the top side does get deflected by the primary from the Finny. Pushing down on the bot side now. Strike shot comes out from the Atlas, trying to secure the out clear. But so much speed. Faust is playing like they're playing on the mid line. They have so much speed, and they're trying to help the offense up because it seems like they're inclined to push up and help their team out. But sometimes they just a reversal like that with the double barrier coming out for Pantheon.
Yeah, it was a great offense to get the barriers there, and it just doesn't. Okay, it does matter. It
Kaz.
does matter because we did Kaz, but the catalyst value was going kind of crazy at that point. Now you're defending valiantly, Brawler in the net. But how much longer can we hold it? That's right, we got one more strike shotgun to keep up this point. Flowers coming back up just in time to strike shot the core back up, trying to keep the ball away from the Spinny. But the kill barely missed from Natty Fangirl. Drakkar ultimate just does so little knockback now that it does lead to a missed kill. And what possibly could mean this entire point, because getting a power play from that position would have been so good for the side of Lions Eat Bears. And now that the ball has gotten back into Strage's hands, we've got the firewall up. X is in position to do so much damage. It's a recovery drone on Chung Dinky, so we could be. Oh my god! I have a great call out from Cows, just taking out the Atlas primary, and she at top side. Flowers not reacting quite fast enough to cover it with strike shot.
Yeah, I mean, when the offense gets started for Lions Eats Bears, it looks really good, but they're not really getting many interactions to get set up because Pantheon's putting so much pressure here with the strong comp of Imi X Finny.
The very, very strong comp of Imi X Finny. And well, yeah, even though
Oh my god,
the crazy angle, the once Chunk Dinky and Natty Fangirl can get into position to start their own offense, they kind of have a similar rate at getting into the situations as Cows and Strages, but XIB's conversion rate, I think just might be like 3 times higher than Vice Drakkar. And it's not even towards any of the players in this game right now. I just think this is a pretty major comp gap right now.
Yeah. Whenever the ball gets in the backline of Lion Eats Bears, you kind of have to they're worried about, oh, am I gonna get stuffed in the corner? But when Vegs has to deal with something, I mean, Finny has 10-second average cooldown, so they're not really worried about, oh my gosh, losing any of their barriers in a successful checkmate scenario. As we have a power play here for Pantheon. Now they're collapsing on this bottom side, trying to reaction check, but Flowers, it's a strike off and the beautiful down clear, securing that was a risky play, but it paid off in the end.
Honestly, it wasn't even risky. Just a beautiful angle 2C, knowing that Strages is going to run out of his strike timing there and get a free out clear. A very tight, but a good free out clear towards your Vice. But it doesn't seem to matter because this, at the point, is not looking very happy for Natty Fangirl. X is kind of running over this Drakkar right now. Pops the clip trying to get the stagger, but not quite enough. But yeah, there's just so much little space you have access to right now on the map as Natty Fangirl. Even though we did just get that orb, luckily the X we're missing is pretty huge for our stagger timings. But we're just not able to get a super strong offense going. Oh, look at the great strike from Natty Fangirl means we do get one more try, but just keeps getting shot around. Great passes from Strages and Cows getting into the corner of their own. Vex position towards the backside, getting the anchor, but a great clear up from Natty Fangirl means that, oh, never mind, back into the corner. Back into the corner. That's just the game plan of Pantheon. We want to try and get into this corner as many times as possible and keep it there for as much long as we can.
I mean, the recovery drone does fall here for Chunk Binky. Now trying playing rotating up, trying to see the perfect opportunity to collapse on this barrier with the Imi turret, with the flip from Cows going insta, and the layered strikes will secure the first game here on Night Market from Pantheon.
Yeah, I said it before. I'll say it again. I think the comp of Pantheon is really in tune with this patch. X Ivy, two notably weak characters, and also notably weak character Biddy. Just kind of do whatever they want all game, and we kind of see just in the damage numbers. Look at that. 33k coming out from Cows and 27k coming out from Strages. Kind of ahead of both the forward pairs of Bochunk, Drakkar, and Vice. And when you got that many redirects over the enemy forwards, or you got like a notable 30-20 redirects over both Strages and Vex compared to Flowers and everything else, you can kind of just see how these possessions, the more secured corner interactions that the side of Pantheon have, was able to just get so much more value throughout the course of the game.
And they had a more established, like, concrete game plan. They would rotate to see which side of the field would be better to set up their corner offense, and they just executed better. Whether on the other side, it was just seeing if core speed could like take a barrier or not for Lion Seeds Bears. And going into this next game here on the Atlas Lab, I would like to see Flowers pick a goalie that kind of enables their playstyle of wanting to walk up, so like a mom boots or eject goalie. I could see eject Vice, eject Kai, or even the ever so devious eject Jakar, which is real, which is real and very strong. And I really hope that they could kind of pick it here, but I don't think Plus has ever done
Yeah,
any.
I'm not gonna lie, this start looks kind of dookie. I'm not even like towards any characters. No one wants to play this start. Recovery drone, siege ring.
I mean, I assume everyone is just gonna go 6 recovery drone, and then it's just gonna be
And then we're gonna have the most boring
like,
game ever. First ever
you know,
seen in Nassau yesterday, where man, recovery drone starts are boring. But yeah, I do like to see the X-Men coming out. That character is problematic media. And of course, on a side star, it gets even worse. Another Estelle band coming out from Pantheon, I am a little surprised for. Or
I think it's a one
honestly,
trick. I think Chunk Dinky's a still one trick. I think they
okay.
think they are still one trick, but I seen them play like IME, like Era and stuff like that. So
Okay. Well,
I
we
think
are
just
running
getting
back the
comfort.
Atlas though. Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
kind of with
think
you there. I don't think Atlas is what this team needs. Or at the very least, I hope Flowers can consider just kind of having to anchor behind whichever midfield that either Trunk Dinky or Natty Fangirl are looking to play. Because the main difference between the two comps that were being run last game is that Vex on the Finny was so comfortable sitting behind Straighters and Imi, which let these offenses be so scary, get so much damage, and of course kept possession for way longer. So I'd like to see the adaptation for possibly either two characters that can hold the ball better on their own from the side of Lion, or Flowers is gonna have to boss up and walk up and strike primary herself.
yeah, exactly like that. If Flowers just I would say position correctly on like behind again, like behind Chunky and then just throw like a primary or something like that. It could really help the forward duo of Lion Teeth Bears kind of get any semblance of an offense started because this primary is pretty good, especially with like Siege Machine Strike Shot. So it's a lot of range. So Alice doesn't need to commit that far up. They do have a little bit of range,
Okay,
but ooh,
okay, this is kind of exactly what I was looking for. Two characters that are way more comfortable on their own. They don't need like an extra character in the back. So they can, both Chunk Dinky and Natty Farrell can run whatever offense they want, and then once they lose it, that's when Flowers can kind of just sit back and relax and play rebound afterwards. So big adjustments, big adjustments. I'm a very big fan of the new direction this comp has taken. But we might be playing against Pipe Breakers right now. Zentaro Amy, almost as weak as Amy X, of course.
Bite
And yep,
Breakers
yep,
as well.
there's the Vinny again. Right, Bite Breakers round two. We're not good. I don't think they're as strong with the recovery drone making KOing a lot more annoying, especially when you have to get through recovery drone and Atlas in the back. I think that's like a secret thing on recovery drone starts, if you have an Atlas on the team or a recovery drone, man, it takes forever to find kills because if Atlas is on their toes, they get so much value out of it because not only do they deny the little inching forward towards kills that you get from the first recovery drone kill, and then there's just no recovery drone in the back, and you don't never get anything done. But
Yeah.
we'll see how both sides decide to adapt to this kind of commitment that you need to get through these revives.
I mean, the side of Pantheon probably will not disregard killing KO, but play more towards the ever so coveted playstyle of shove it through corner and hope something happens, which is very good with a backline of Finny, Aimi. And Tataru is he's more like, would you
My
say
guy's
he's
just broken
fine?
right now.
Yeah, he's broken, but like, is he like, can you like play him in corner like fine? He just covers the out and then he just primaries people.
It's more he kind of just hovers around there and looking for more greedy hit stuns. But yeah, you can. This comp still works beautifully. They have a lot of damage, and of course, I think more notably, Centauro, his position as kill confirm is way more valuable, than X because X kill confirm, as I've always said, is hot Yuki doo doo dogs. And Zentara's is pretty good. Zentara's is pretty good because sometimes forces to spend an ultimate pretty often, but if he has passive, he can do literally any kill combo he wants. His imagination is what will let you decides whether or not you will survive against him while staggered. But with the recovery drone, I don't know how often we're gonna be seeing these kills. So I do think a shoving character like Juliet or Asher might have been a bit stronger here. But hey, if we can get through those revives and just
Oh
keep
my
smacking them,
god. It's
okay,
not
Natty Fangirl is in the net. What
the
is
kill
going on? Oh,
honestly,
hey, no. There's no honestly.
I think
Backs
I don't
against the
know.
walls, chips
Yeah.
down, nothing to lose. We've got Atlas goalie in the North American Strikers training grounds.
Alice Brawler. It's Alice Brawler and Chunky Kai midfield and Natty goalie on the Rasmus. And now looking at that, did he even take like pummelers or anything? I guess he can't because it's a recovery start. So I mean, I'm just hoping that Flash just gets a random primary and takes a barrier. But that is not a consistent of game plan to win games. But good patience there from Chunky waiting out the primary there. That's pretty good.
Yeah, the main thing that I'm looking at here is that Flowers does not have, like you said, does not have a recovery drone. Opting into the Siege Machine instead. Siege Machine Alice is actually pretty good. But we saw at the start of this point and a little bit right now that if the side of Pantheon decides to wail on this Atlas,
Oh my gosh.
it's going to be looking pretty easy to kill Flowers, but a well-placed position in a well-placed secondary means that the first point is going over the lines despite the qualms I have with this team comp.
If they can do it, only takes 8 more points to win the game. So if they could just keep this up, keep this consistency, I could see them taking the game, even if we lose a barrier like that. Unfortunately.
Yeah, but a great play secondary immediately calls out Natty Fangirl looking for the clear, and again a good passive coming from Cows is keeping Natty Fangirl on his toes, and unfortunately tripping at the little mix up there, passive into flip, and you kind of just gotta eat that timing mix up, and a mix up that Natty Fangirl was not able to win.
I mean, he went insta, and then Natty Fangle did go insta, but he just lost for some reason. I don't know. Unfortunate strike timing. That can just be based off of that.
Yeah, but here it is, the corner. Okay, I was gonna say the corner offense we've been seeing from the last games, but a Sad Boys angle right through the barrier, and immediately gets it down through, or immediately gets it out. But it doesn't matter, because we're still in the corner, we're still keeping possession, and Imi's and Taro don't care. They just keep going, they keep getting their tries, and eventually they find their ins, and that in did get 2 barriers almost immediately. But that's a lot of damage coming out from both Chunk Tinky and Flowers, but with the Giga and okay. Questionable secondary coming up from Cows. Both Centauro and Imi are looking to be staggered. And the flip coming up from Flowers, barely missing the kill on Strages. Vex just trying to keep the ball up the field as long as possible, but there's the Centauro primary. Like I said, once that primary or the passive is up, Centauro can kind of do anything he wants, and primary into passive is what secured the kill there. Strages looking a little low, but we are looking to get the rotates onto the top side, keeping going, passing back and forth. The flip missed from Cows. means the possession goes to Chunk Dinky and Flowers, trying to get the barrier. A well-placed primary snipes the bottom side of the barrier, and we're now open barrier. And this point could go either way. A lot of resources being spent. Actually no abilities left on the side of Pantheon. So if this point goes down now, we got full kits on the side of. Oh god, I forgot the team name. Lionsy Bears, but nothing was found regardless.
Yeah, I mean, this open net here does favor, I would say Lionsy. Oh,
No, no, it does not. That's Atlas
really?
Brawler.
Oh, that is true. That is true. I forgot that was so devious Atlas Brawler in the back. But I mean, these points are looking decent. I think they look better than last game because I think True Thingy is like flying. They can take like these 1 or 2 barriers, and then Flowers can take a random barrier itself with the secondary from Atlas. And Atlas is securing the open net is the biggest trial and tribulation here for Lions and Bears.
I will say, Atlas Brawler can snowball surprisingly hard on certain points because if that secondary can ever get into a good position, that first barrier is gone, right? And Atlas Strike primary is kind of fucked up. It's better than John Strike primary in Drakkar by like a significant amount. So any really good position that Flowers can get to use both those abilities means that there's a lot of value to be found. And as we saw with the double barrier at the start of this point, possibly even more going at the series, if Flowers can just have Chunk Dinky get her the ball in a beautiful Atlas position and just spend our resources all at once,
what a save!
We get a lot of value. Oh, is that our first recovery drone? I think it is.
Yeah. I mean, but the buffer comes out from Flowers. That's unfortunate timing there on the flip. Oh my god, the snipe from downtown, trying to reaction check, and now you're hearing about this, rip the strike a bit too early. I mean, that's a hard interaction to win. So, Lion Bear does fall. Pantheon does take the first set here, which Trages as the MVP.
Yeah, round 2, you just feed Amy the ball. She gets as much as she wants, and now she gets her whatever pick she wants. I think the 2 main things we're looking at here is either Spark of Focus or Timeless Creator. Honestly, if you want to go Catalyst, that's pretty chill, although I think that should go to Zentaro. But more importantly than both of those actually, Chrono Boost Kai. Yippee! This is a pick that can 100% take over the game.
Okay. Yeah, Chrono Boost Kai is looking really good.
Oh my god, Monu Atlas.
Now they're...
Chills. Full body chills.
Siege received Monu until his Atlas round. Wait. All line these bears need is one more set to infinitely scale out of control here, because the Kai can take both bears by himself basically with all the speed right here. And if they look for these just collapses, just hope that the Kai just finds a random double barrier or something like that, and Flowers can find like a cheeky kill with the combo. They could easily take a set or two and even potentially win this game.
Yeah, but it is up to Chunk Dinky to kind of move the ball up the field themselves. Atlas is just not a character that you can really rely on, or not even rely on, expect to help out in these situations. Outside, looking to find the final secured shot, but great layered strikes coming up from the entirety of Pantheon means that nothing was quite found. Now Chunk Dinky's sitting comfortably in the corner, but a beautiful or I guess less beautiful for the side of Lions Bears, but a beautiful strike back down from Flowers to secure that barrier. And again, we're sitting on the open net, but now that Kai has Chrono Boost, this open net should be just way more comfortable. Before last set, I would say that the side of Lions Eat Bears is a way more comfortable open net scenario. But now that Chunk Dinky has this...
No, Flowers, they're clicking too much. But it's not going to matter because Flowers secured the second point with the strike win. On Thomas Radius, on his head, and the plat emotes are coming out right now. Which is deserved.
Yeah, as they should. They
just played like a hot diggity dog, I could say so myself.
Yeah, we're looking nasty out in the nasty series right now, but it happens. And Chunk Dinky's getting in there, losing the strike war at the end, unfortunately, to the Finny card. That could have been an early first barrier, but there's the Monu Atlas value coming in, taking Zentaro off the map, and that's actually already a recovery drone down. And a great angle to find a good setup for the double barrier. Means at this point is looking so easy for the side of Lions Eat Bears, and oh my god, I think they won draft pretty hard, surprisingly. Like, dear god.
And Chunk Dinky just is is just outpacing Ivy because she can't be in two places at once where Kai can just overwhelm her with all the speed. And they're not really finding any collapses here on the side of Pantheon. And Lolamao, my fault, Natty Fangle is doing really well pushing up and with a purpose and having cooldowns to back it up. Unlike the previous sets and games where Flowers would just push up and then hope something would happen. And look at this aggressiveness here coming from Lion Bear. They look like a competent team right now. They're pushing with effort,
Wow, so
success, and with the barrage securing the kill there. Now it's a power play. That's like really good for them.
Yeah, I like what you said about the Rasmus, how Natty Fangirls walking up is actually being really helpful, because it's actually giving a lot more autonomy to Chunk Dinky and Flowers. And as we saw early in this point, Rasmus walking up, if we can get good situation to do it, that's like low-key a lot of damage. Strangers is looking extremely low right now. I don't think we're going to be able to find the kill, especially after the missed second. Oh, they flip to put it in anyways. Doesn't matter. But the Rasmus is just such a good character, kind of in the caboose position, you know? Sit behind both forwards, kind of support them from the back. And the Rasmus is a super good character to do that, but Cows just does not care. Finds Natty Fangirl walked a little bit too far up, immediately taking the barrier. And now with both barriers down, Rasmus doesn't have the range to kind of just or speed to walk up and do whatever he wants. And now it is a strong glitch pop to put it in past him. And the side of Lions Eat Bears, or not Lions Eat Bears, Pantheon, they're mad. They're mad they're losing to Atlas Brawler, and they're fighting back.
Yeah, they just gotta calm themselves down, realize that we're still playing a broken out comp, and just got played to a game plan. But the good defense here coming out from the backline from Mandy Fangirl and Chung Binky. Look at the damage on Cows here with the flip. And maybe they're trying to look for a reverse, but the time is putting so much pressure on. And Flowers is taken out. But Cows does have no evade, so if they play towards securing a kill here, good layer on the defense here from Chung Dinky. It's still a scary predicament, but no strike from the barrier. They're trying to rotate around it. But the unfortunate hook coming back. No, unfortunate. They were looking so good, and now it's even set. I mean, even points here on the second set. It can go either way here.
Yeah, little bit of a tragedy. The core falling back into the hand of Rasmus Hook. And Natty Fangirl was just not ready for the enemy team to rotate it into it. And unfortunately, it loses the last barrier, which was kind of what was holding that point together. It's extremely important for Rasmus to not lose these double barriers because unlike some characters like Aimee, like, you know, Eject Bullies or Finny, characters with range, he needs that extra space to have to be able to walk up safely. Because like look at how much getting in there that Natty Fangirl is doing right now. We may have lost that possession, but if both barriers were down, it's just not comfortable to be doing that. But a great snipe from Finny. Vex finding at the cross map primary, looking to immediately end this point with an early flip. And both Strages and Cows are sitting with their flips right now. Both popped, and Cows strikes it straight through Natty Fangirl, losing the little 50-50 that was going on there. And Natty Fangirl was either guessed wrong or just could not react in time. But honestly,
Yeah.
shoutouts to Vex for securing that barrier with a beautiful 50 car from the other side of the map. And is now rewarded with possibly 2 sparks, or could just opt in to chill out and pick the team player. Okay, we picked Missile Prop.
I mean, I'm trying to deny the Atlas here, but I don't
Come
know.
on, guys, Atlas Brawler, who cares?
Well, what? I mean, Missile Pop, okay, could have taken over the game here, but they do take the stagger from the peak requirements, allowing them to stay alive a little bit longer. And picking up Void Dancer and the team player, I'm liking these awakenings here from Lion. And I feel like if they can secure a set win here, and they can get even more dash training. Wait, all the dash trainings are gone for Chunky. Maybe like more speed, or I don't know, like maybe this is the peak of Lion Team's base scaling here, and maybe they just need a
rapid fire.
That is true. Rapid fire is pretty strong on all 3 characters here for Lion Team's Bears, but the double barrier does fall here. Vex is honestly the unsung hero of this team. They're playing out of their mind. I think this is their first league match, and they're showing up here. Because Storm had to call out because I think he was feeling
this
sick.
Is a real player? I low-key thought someone just renamed.
No, this is a real player.
Okay. I respect that, just showing up first time ever, playing like a beast, and I agree. I think while there have been some mishaps defensively, unfortunately, choosing to not strike shot there, just happens. But Vex has a really good feel for how to play these offenses with Strages and of course Cows, but more importantly, has a little bit of that X factor, finding some crazy ultimates, some crazy primers, just raw value that I'm sure no one on either side were really ready for. And the point just starting off strong, look at that strike shot barely missing, could have secured the second barrier, but hey, rotates to the top side, immediately had to go into the timeless Amy turret. And yeah, that's just a lot of damage coming out from the side of Lion or Pantheon. Again, I keep getting mixed up. It's just looking hard to defend. They are trying to get their own offense in, but we've spent so much resources keeping this ball away from our second barrier that we just kind of can't get the best offense we want going, especially compared to what we just had to defend against for the last like 30 seconds.
Oh, these backward tugs have taken another barrier from Knife Angle. Does read the straight shot. And now it's playing against this timeless creator. I mean, with the res doesn't even do anything. It's still pretty low. Callus is still staggered, but good reaction check. Reaction from Vex to secure it. And the missile from Fiddy. No out clears are suited for you.
Vex has done it again. Just complete read of the situation, going for the card to call out the down clear, and it's just getting so much value with this Finny early in the series. Last game, they were playing good. Don't get it twisted. I liked how they were playing offense. Really looked good, especially whenever turrets were up. They knew exactly where to position to kind of get more value out of that turret. But now we're doing the same thing, and we're just finding just random, beautiful little interactions to secure so much more value. So I really like what I'm seeing coming out from Vex right now.
Yeah. Oh, good rotate here from Flowers. Oh, this is a scary situation here. Trying to layer. They do layer successfully on the defense. Really good defense coming out from these Bears. Vex does have the flip though. Callison pointing on the back line. Straight just getting a bit shot in the back. Just staying there, emoting, not contributing to his team like he usually does. But he's just still standing there, disregarding his team with the power play. And now Vex has the flip, pushing up with the passing play, secure the top barrier, secure the top rotations. But the Atlas secondary with Amani does not let them go. Another... That's like the third time the hook has like reaped defense. I think Diefang has to put away those hooks. Just hook the brawler. I think that's
I do think that we should just be hooking the brawler when we can. Although it's kind of hard. We're not into like Atlas Asher who want to just be in his face so we can just strike past them. We're against Zentara Aimi. Those characters kind of stand a little bit further away than your other average characters in their positions. And yeah, Rasmus is having a little bit of trouble playing this, but you know what else is hard to defend? An Atlas Primary and Kai Barrage just flying at your face, and Finny does not have the defensive tools to kind of deal with that. And I will give that the seal of unsavable. Nothing you can do there.
Yeah, but Kaz will be the progenitor of winning this series here. He has the flip. Trying to secure the first barrier. Does pop it, but no dice on getting like a core or anything like that. But the first barrier does fall. Yeah, no dice. I love no dice. No dice is my favorite saying of all time. Oh, Prime comes out. Flowers trying to collapse on his top side barrier. Good defense coming out. Trying to layer. Flowers just get the out. Just secure the out. And Flowers looking for the bottom side mix up. Vex thinking they're going to strike up, but no strike shot anyway, so they have to guess 50-50, and they guess wrong. It wouldn't even matter. Chunk Thinking does secure the first set here for Lion D Bears, and this is where the scaling could happen.
Fire up! Woohoo!
I'm
not gonna lie. Oh, not fire. I meant to say rapid fire, but I'm not gonna lie. This is a little rough for the side of Lion D pairs. You're pretty happy getting out of that set at all and getting a good awakening for your Kai, but now you're eating a Timeless Creator Siege Machine extra special turret from Aimi every single point. And on top of that, Cows is about to start bug abusing all over this lobby. Passive Zentaro, strike reset off of Adren, just go completely cheater mode. And Natty Fangirl, I can guarantee you, has never once in their life had to defend against that.
Yeah, and we're looking at the Finny, ever so dubious Finny with a double spark, Missile Prop, and the Aimi, I was gonna say their build, but they got taken out back. Shot, taken out back, and taken out.
Yeah, and Hook trying to accelerate this power play coming from Natty Fangirl, but Vex and Cows doing a pretty good job at slowing this down. Straigers is able to get the full respawn. On top of that, a barrier, or a great pass down, keep possession coming out from the Cows. Looking for the Zentaro mix-up, not quite able to find anything. Chunk Dinky defeating Strangers in the strike war at the end there. And now Flowers is looking to try to get the ball into a good position. Look for the Atlas combo, secondary strike, primary, whatever bullshit. But a great clear from Strages and Vex means that nothing's able to happen, but it's actually...
No.
Wow. Okay. A beautiful flip from Flowers, just taking Strages off the map, but an unfortunate bounce towards the bottom side means that Zentaro's got what he needs to cover that space, and the point goes down. Resources spent with, and unfortunately leading to a loss. That's gotta hurt if you're the side of Lions Bears.
Yeah, and now it's looking really good with this corner. This is a hard interaction to win here. And Natty Fangirl, let's keep possession, but does lose the strike shot, unfortunately. Just the Alice can't really get anything started, even though they have like many tools to like secure a barrier. But Vex is playing very good, just stuffing out any approach. And now it's a power play here with the ad rush. Oh, trying to shimmy around. But,
Iora?
yeah, high aura, but nothing ever gets done here.
Yeah, nothing ever happens. Cows looking for the primary down to steal a dribble. But nothing quite able to happen there. Straight just almost dying to another Atlas combo. You do gotta look out for them when the Atlas does have the double stagger build plus a Monu in the back to just keep amping up that damage. But great passes coming out from Chunky. Oh, but an even better primary flip coming from Cows means even though the barrier goes down, that's an Adrenaline Rush power play. Amy's looking to get this started. No flip position is able to be found. Trey just keeps looking to get the ball up the field. Good great dribble even. Gets the ball stealing right away from the clear and shoots it right towards the top side of the barrier. Not even needing to spend flip. And now you're just 1 point away from taking the entire series with a flip in the bag. You gotta be like, woohoo, yippee, inside of Pantheon right now.
And it's game to lose, so it's all up to Pantheon to execute here, trying to secure. Look at us here, at least with a date with either SCP or Fur, but straight just known for dying to random stuff. Will secure their 5th death of the game to the same thing that Flyers has done every single interaction they've tried to. But the second barrier does fall here for Pantheon. Well, double dashes come out, but they both went to the same position
Yeah,
they
stepped
wanted.
on their toes. Yeah.
Yeah, and a bit of miscommunication will not secure them the open net, open goal. But the black hole always secured the dribble. But Chunky is not losing any strike while he's trying to secure this final point here, to secure their lives, to make sure, but stealing their flip here, Traders is. I think Traders is trying to single-handedly lose this game.
No, that was fine. That was.
He got caught lacking again. Yeah, if anyone to take to be abused and taken advantage of, it is Strages, because he's playing
Abused and taken advantage of.
It's like you have to take advantage of them not being locked in right now, because I assume in the VC call they're just laughing, having a good time here. Well, they're not really focusing at the matter at hand, and it's looking really scary here from the side of Pantheon. You don't want to lose this point because they're up 2 points. You're looking really good here, and the problem comes out from Atlas, but the good defense here from Vex secures out.
Yeah, and Chunky going down. The damage game was just played long enough, and now we are sent into the corner, looking a little unsavable right now. And the flip comes up from Knife Angle just in time. Love to see it. But a huge black hole pop means that Cows is going down staggered. And Ikai could possibly look for something here, maybe get into a good position to kind of take Cows off the map. Grab his primary a couple times. But we have chosen to spend it on the ball. And it means that we aren't able to get the kill. He is still. Okay, never mind. Deadeye Rasmus hook. You know, I was gonna say that the hook's damage is just not super high. It's gonna be hard to find a kill. But nope, we got Deadeye. And now we got Deadeye team player. And a Sad Boys angle, but doesn't matter. Beautiful passes around from Chunk Dinky and Flowers. Means that second barrier does go down. And it's now up to Flowers to find some hero play on the Atlas. So he's trying to get it around. Pops the flip, but all the abilities are popped to call it out. And just nothing's quite able to be found yet. Looks for the red core pass. Team player, Knife Angle's trying to get into a good position to pop the team player, get it up to his teammates. And everyone's spending all their abilities to keep it out. And the angle from the other side of the map, Deadeye Rasmus Primer just sends it red, sends it to the other side, and puts it in, keeping the series on the board for Lions Bears.
Yeah, it's looking really good here for Lions Bears. They do have a flip coming up, and Chunky could find a sneaky double barrier here. But the damage game is really looking good here for Lions Bears. Cows is low, Strages is low. And this defense here is looking really scary here for Pantheon, but trying to force it on this top side, trying to look for a rotate, but the reversal here from Flowers with the ad rush. Flowers is taking over, trying to win one strike interaction, only just one. And the kill is found. As long as we don't lose the Ivy turret, we'll be fine.
Oh my god, Vex tried the strike shot, but we were on the wrong side of the field. we didn't read how our abilities work, but it's okay. Vex currently holding off
Oh.
on strike shot for as long as possible, but just held a bit too long and did get checkmated near the end there. Once again, Kai Barrage up top, Alice Primary on the bottom. That's hashtag unsavable.
Unbelievable. And now we have a precarious situation here. Atlas is forced to deny the fire, but then Zentaro just either gets heavy impact swing, so it's a bit scary here.
Now, but like low-key, fire up is so broken that this is the kind of tomfoolery that Flowers is looking for to secure this game. But actually, you know what? Everyone is leaving this draft happy. I won't lie. Okay, we didn't get. I low-key think OA could have gone crazy, just kind of out-wiggle them. But everyone outside of Kai got something they really like. Tempo Swing Aimi is a huge pickup. She's just a character that gets so much value out of it, especially when you have this Siege Machine Timeless Turret. That's a lot of Tempo Swing shots that you're going to have to be taking for the enemy team. And of course, heavy impact Rasmus. Broken ass character. And yeah, already with the BD, if Natty Fangirl can find some Deadeye hits with this primary, I'd be pretty awesome if we just found some random ass kills off the side.
Yeah, well, Chungdinky does not want to lose this game.
There it is. There it is. Boom.
And the recovery drone is gone, and it's looking really good here for Alliance East Bears. Chaos does have the flip though, so I have to play around that. But Chungdinky is playing these defense interactions so well. Flowers are putting pressure on with the primary, and the good save out from everyone from Alliance East Bears. They're playing out of their minds right now. Flowers does get the final barrier here. Natty Fango trying to find this hook, does secure it, but the primary does not secure the point here. Oh. But the recovery drone is taken out from Chungdinky. Only one that has recovery drone left is Natty Fangirl. And the primary from Natty Fangirl with the red core speed was secured the first point.
Like that's the Deadeye heavy impact power Rasmus. Just smack that. Send it way faster than anyone was ready for. And yeah, like I said, this is the kind of bullshit that this team needs to kind of get this ball rolling.
Yeah, as long, when you play around it, Naifeo is not losing these interactions here, playing really well. Oh, but the good res here from Flower saving themselves from peril. Chunky pushing up the top side, just trying to get these cooldowns out from the Finny. But Flowers just want to find this fire up core speed here. They could secure the second point. Cal's looking a bit scary here with the flip. Does not secure it. The slowdown from the big finish and the Deadeye heavy impact BD Rasmus. And Flowers is up the oh, and the Giga Blast, the Giga Go. And now Flowers is looking here with the flip, trying to pull Vex out. And the clear comes out for Traders. But the flip does not reaction check Traders. They played that interaction very well, surprisingly. He usually loses in that scenario. But Fat Fango just right here on the bottom side taking so much damage here from the turret with the tempo swing. Everyone is dead.
Oh, the Giga saves!
And then by the trade top the flip. Oh, with the secure on the top side, the hit stun. This is a heater of a set. It's 1-1 now. It could go either way.
Yeah, we've got a series and a half on our hands. I was ready for after the first game. I was ready for Pantheons. I was like, yep, 3-0 roll out. We can go play Fata Morgana. But nope. I am ready for this to go to game 3. This is awesome. I am hyped as hell watching this.
I was just looking on this top side, trying to build so much energy from that Alice secondary. And now they're trying to play for this rotate here on the bottom side of Maggie Fangirl. Strike does come out, trying to secure the second barrier, the bottom side barrier. But Straight just looks so dangerous. Cows looks so low as well. Oh my gosh. Trying to damage some Cows here. Rasmus with the Deadeye hook could secure the kill. Pushing up. Oni's blade comes out. The passive does not secure. Flowers is forced to pop the flip. So much speed, 6 seconds. That is a long time.
6 seconds.
Oh, rapid fire hot shot. So much damage putting up. But the save on the bottom side. Knife out, trying to push up with the primary. Chunky is trying to rotate down. But with the secondary, with the Manu, so much damage, so much pressure is putting on for either team.
Yeah, but not enough damage was found on Cows, barely living there because that Chungdinky did unfortunately whiff every single barrage shot looking for the kill. But hey, it happens. We do still have possession. Flowers is looking to get into a good position, just pop the secondary and just do some things, just kind of smack the core back in. A lot of ultimates are spent. The Cows, Strangers, and Vex have all put it down to get this barrier, and it does go down. And where are we going? Natty Fangirl getting lost in the Atlas's lab. The AB turret just slots it back in. Oh goodness, we have a brawler in the goalie position.
If they popped the flip a bit earlier in that interaction, they could have potentially saved the point there. But so much damage is put out. Trade is trying to react, just standing there trying to out. But we do go for the cross
Oh,
clear.
we went for the
It's
mouse,
so
we went for the
scary.
mouse.
It's so scary. Vex does have the flip, trying to secure it, but the Alice Prime is staying there with the Giga Go Chunk Dinky, rotating around the Natty Fango on the bottom side. So much damage putting on the cows again, but Traders does body block the projection, the big secondary, and now it's back to neutral here, trying to see who will secure the last barrier on the Atlas.
Oh, we do find it. Amy extra special turret is looking as broken as we thought, and this set has finally led to Natty Fangirl losing their recovery drone, and Vex just barely getting the clear through the primaries, and everyone, we're just defending for our lives right now. Oh my god, Cow set across the map, finished off by Natty Fangirl. The Deadeye heavy impact field is just too strong. Looking for the team player passes, moving up the field, but it is denied.
No, he's gonna die. He's gonna.
Oh, the team player pass. We're looking for it. Oh, and Flowers gets into position, finding a beautiful Alice expanse to hit it into the top side, and we have reached set 5.5, and both Flowers and Strangers have their flip brewing up.
No, they went for the Divas double barrier.
50% 6 seconds. 50% 6 seconds.
And now just playing here. Not trying to lose to just raw Oni's blade, but the glitch pop put the koi speed. Oh, pops the black hole. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my way.
I'm gonna say casting for you. We need more energy. We need more energy. Start yapping. Oh, beautiful primary coming out from Chunk Dinky. Barrier goes down. A kill from Flowers. And now it's that Stranger's effects on the back foot, trying to survive the hook coming out from Natty Fangirl. The team player passes. We aren't able to get in position to look for the barrage combo. Oh! But Stranger's just barely missing the angle to find the cheeky steal on the second barrier take. Oh my god, the turret missed. Okay, Natty Fangirl, but oh, it's actually Stranger's to go down the Flowers build, coming into play once again. Too much damage on this Atlas Brawler character. We're taking off the map for what feels like the dozenth time this game. Oh my god. And the Atlas. That clock chimes and another primary hits and another kill is given to Flowers. The Atlas Brawler has taken this game covered in blood.
Yeah. The Atlas took over the game, but Chunk Dinky, with all that speed, just had so much presence on there. They could run around, get a primary or two with a hot shot with the Giga Blast. Natty Fangirl with the Deadeye heavy impact built with primary securing some cheeky kills on the bottom side. That was a 30-minute masterclass, and of course, the star of the show, Flowers with 10 kills, 8 goals, 200 redirects, 46k damage.
46k damage, Atlas. Oh my god. Even though Strangers and Cows put up 60k damage in both of their nets, them combined were not enough to match the killing prowess that Flowers found with the 10 KOs from just the raw bulk up plus monumentalist build. And honestly, if I'm the side Pantheon, if I'm Strangers, who I'm pretty sure is manning the drafts right now, you just have to ban the Atlas out of shame.
I think also Atlas is a bit better, I would say, on Gates of Obscura because it's more closed, and that secondary could just really shut off any like out clears, corner clears, and I feel like the overall game plan here for Wake up better Gates of Obscura as long as they play around the portals.
I will say the main thing I'm thinking about for Gates of Obscura is that if Flowers continues to brawl, and we might get Freak Mode and pick Atlas Brawler again, but that's a lot of dash punch potential. Just knockback chaos. Even ignoring Atlas, that's kind of Flowers' specialty. That's her thing. That's what she's known for. Finding these knockback kills from when people aren't expecting them. And Gates of Obscura is one of those maps where, especially if you're caught out on defense, just kind of walking up a little bit too far towards the wall to strike it out of the corner, you get farmed a lot. And I'm sure you have a player you'd like to talk about who gets farmed by these knockback KOs.
Yeah, I don't think he has the player, aka me, to be in his ear saying, "Watch out!" And he's died like 15 million times.
Put away the self plays. Just start playing.
No, that is true. Yeah, I don't think that he has the midfield top players have, recognizing the situation of when their life is in danger. And especially, Strangers put no respect on Flowers' name, even though she does deserve it. especially, how did we lose to Atlas Brawler in the big 2-6? And now you gotta put some respect on it. Now you gotta recognize. I'm gonna die to these primaries. I got positioned better. I got stuff, but I know Traders is recognizing that, telling his team, okay, let's not be the team to make Lion go 1-8 or 2-7 potentially. Even if the stipulations are pretty
Yeah,
big for either team.
let me put on my best Strays impression. We're losing to the Lions right now. I can't have any of that. He probably said that word for word, flaming his teammates, not happy about how that last game went. But I don't know if it does show on stream yet. What we have seen, like the spectator
Oh,
link.
oh
Oh,
my
actually,
god.
ads are playing. Ads playing. Patat. Do we? I see ads. We get to control these apparently. But to the people that have subbed, if for the people who have subs, Twitch dropped the primer on Bestient slot. We got chilling berserker tempo swing start, which just translates to a tempo swing start. All gates of Obscura, and I will note that Pantheon really likes tempo swing. All the characters that they want to play just love this awakening. It is so good on Amy. It is so good on X Centauro. And even though we haven't seen Strages go to his secondary picks yet, yeah, it still likes it quite a bit too. So we'll see
Yeah.
what we have in the back, and what Lion's response is to a team comp that will probably end up trying to kill them off cooldown.
Yeah, the Fight Fleet Rush, we're not gonna talk about that. I'm not the one in the game. So I'm playing the guy who's losing the Atlas Brawl in the big 2-6. Also losing to a team that's 0-7 when they're projected to be third seed. So hey, I'm not the one on the field. So I'm flaming my teammate for playing like that. And when I expect better from him. So yeah.
You are
We
so
can't be
hateful.
dying.
Let's be positive for once. I still have no idea who this Vex person is, but they're kind of sick nasty. I'm just gonna go into the match thread right now. Okay, hold on. Who is this player?
It's
Who are they originally?
no, there's I'm pretty sure there's that.
Oh, Vegs.
Yeah, same thing.
At Vegs. You be playing sick nasty. You should pick up a new team next season. All right.
Truth.
All right, message sent. I got 3 retweets on that. Yep, loves this Vex player. Looking good out there. And it had draft has still not started. Lions currently are just thinking about deliberating what do they want to pick into this game. Looking to Flowers, team captain. What drafts from heaven do you have for us going to this Gates of Obscura game? And honestly, I have no idea. I cannot tell you what to be ready for this game. It could be anything. We don't even know what roles other players are going to be on. So, oh dear God.
I would like Chunk Dinky to actually pick Ivy here if they don't first pick Ivy here from Pantheon, because I'm pretty sure they can play it. I see them play it in ISS. I think they got top 4, top 3 last season. I saw him play it with his team with AJ Cannon and Grant Attack. I think that was a brother, and they played pretty well. So I would like them to kind of pinch Strages' pool, even though he could play like Vice or something like that. But I feel like the IME just enables so much on this map, so they would look to be away.
Miami also kind of enables the game plan of the side of Pantheon. This IME is kind of what keeps this team rolling, keeps people staggered. Turret keeps possession for as long as possible, keeps it contained so that Vex can walk up and do whatever they want. So I really, really hope to see that. We are going to do something about this IME going into this series. Oh, and draft is starting now. Dubu banned for Pantheon. Why? Okay, Zentaro ban coming out from Lion as well, but that does mean,
Please pick Ivy Lion, please.
dude, can
Anyone?
we just low key? It's time to move Chunk Dinky to the net. Let's like lock in Imi Vice right now. Okay, let's just kill them. Let's blow their heads off.
Eh?
Well, you see this
Uh,
pick ticking down to 1 is still
okay.
okay. You know
I
what?
guess he wants to
You know
play
what?
one
Still
shot.
solid. Still solid.
Yeah.
I'm still very happy with this pick. We can do whatever we want, and now we just lock in Imi still anyways. Like think about it. Strages is about to be completely homeless, and we
Hold
locked in
it back
Atlas
in the
again. And we locked in Atlas again. Okay.
back to the Iron Sphere. The Iron Sphere. It's coming out. And now we let Ivy X Fitty fall on a tempo swing start. I'm
Are
not
we even
liking
trying to win?
it's not looking good, man. Not looking good.
Okay, whatever. I'm over it. I don't know
What are they
who.
gonna pick?
Honestly, if
We picked
oh,
Era? Why my team is throwing, man. Why did we pick Era on a tempo swing
it's looking
start?
like the CCL seems to have taken a little bit too much agency in the draft there. I don't know what Strages decided to let his teammates pick
Like
Era in the
why?
third game of this series. Not what you like to see. Honestly, is looking even worse than the Atlas Brawler pick from last game. But hey, we could still save it. We could still lock the Imi. It is an Era goalie, which is like,
That
I mean,
bad.
it's a berserker tempo swing start.
Like if we picked Finny here,
Hello.
we would have just died owed
What
them.
happened? Do we hate Finny on this map? I don't know. I don't know.
What is Knife Arrow pick here? Because he might play Rasmus again. Rasmus isn't that bad. Like, I don't know what his other goalie picks would be. Boone?
Drop the
Maybe?
fin. Drop the fin.
Oh my god, he picked
Okay,
Asher.
Asher. Okay. Honestly, I have no idea what's going on here. I assume it's still at Atlas Brawler because that's Flower's best brawler pick. But honestly, anything can happen. Anything can happen this game. If
Yeah.
Era somehow ends up on Strages here, I mean, it just might you might have to be solo casting for the rest of the game, but we'll see. We'll see.
No, but if you're Asher here and you're in the goalie position, I think you still take Berserker and you get damage dumped and then you look for a dash punch. I don't know, either one of them. Like you try to shove it through them.
I think you take tempo swing and drop an ult on someone and they explode.
That is true. That is true. But I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think they're fair. Because that's the first time I've ever heard about that. And I would not expect Lolamau, Natty Fangirl, who is not a goalie player, to know that Temple Swing Asher ult is broken. But that's a lot of damage, so.
It does do like the 40% of her max health. It's kind of messed up. But we'll see. Vex is okay. It is straight just sold Imi. One trick acquired, and we're back to X Imi. So we're gonna see a lot of damage on the board with an Era in the back to do something. Move them around a little bit faster instead of just being a good character. But yeah, it's whatever. But honestly, at a glance, both sides comps look like pickable. And then you take a squint, you squint a little bit closer, and that's Atlas Brawler again. So, and on tempo swing, so that's no extra. Alice does not have any extra knockback this game. Flowers got the God build last time, got the Monu, got a bunch of power, and got a siege machine on to top all of that off. So now our knockback is going to be pretty bad, I'll say, but it's okay. We do get the double barrier anyway still, so it just doesn't matter. And now we do have to get through the Asher goalie in the back, which X is never a very big fan of. So we'll see how Cows and Strages take to approaching this, and they were approaching it the exact same way as last game. And honestly, as they should. Just pop the AV turret, put it in the corner, and just be annoying until the ball just eventually goes in. Ooh.
Oh, scary stuff here coming out. Flowers trying to look with this slick kicks. But Chunk Thing just fine. Gets pushed around, but does not secure the open net goal. This is kind of scary. Nightfield does have to push up here, trying to interact with the ball before Cows does. But the reverse bull rush does secure the out. Lines he bears does need to reset this game back to neutral here, trying to play around the barrier beam. But Flowers just leaves their team behind, and they do get position though. But with the portal play, Chunky secures the dimer, the Flowers, and secures the.
Yeah, a little bit of a unfortunate open net play there coming out from the side of Pantheon. Not quite able to get the ball through the Asher goalie, but hey, That's always hard. It's very difficult to get that through. Both ults going off, getting the first barrier, but Vex not quite into the position to get the ball immediately back into Strages. But we're looking for the portal plays, gets around the Asher, and getting a free flip out of it as well. Things are looking up to the side of Pantheon all of a sudden at this point. But a great strike from Natty Fangirl means that we get the out, we get the we're getting into the corner. And honestly, Alice and Estelle look pretty comfortable from where they're standing. Things looking good. Dodge or stands right out of range of getting B and Flowers looking for I don't know, Alice.
Oh,
wow.
There.
Wow, the active frames on that.
No
wow.
way.
Oh, but it doesn't matter. The ball gets back up to Cows, and we slot it in right through the middle.
Yeah, also unfortunate. They played that interaction so well with the top side from Lions Eats Bears. Yeah, unfortunate mishap from Natty Fango. This misses a little bit with the ability, and does lose the point there for their team. But it's not looking scary here. He did pick the Mom Boots, kind of fly a bit more. But look at this damage coming out from Flowers and Natty Fango.
I got that, by the way. I got that barrier. Dude, double strike reset or end strike reset. Yep, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. But this game is not about you. This game is about Lions Eats Bears and Pantheon. Top the self glaze.
Man, there's a difference between me self-glazing and you self-glazing, okay?
What's the difference, Rack? What's the difference?
I'm goated. You're
right. Right. And Dinky and Flowers just try to collapse his own barrier here.
Yeah, but honestly, Dinky and Flowers kind of taking a page out of Pantheon there, getting the corner offense set up, and there's the signature. Just send all your bullshit at the corner of the net, all your projectiles at once. And hey, if you had to choose any projectile to send towards the corner, low-key, you should probably be picking Atlas Primer anyways. So we're getting into Atlas Brawlers, like, actually, like, winning positions here. So good looks for the Flowers Chunk Dinky forward duo.
And Chunk Dinky is low-key playing out of their mind right now. Securing both barriers for their team. Flowers looking... Knife Angle finds the out clear. Looking to secure it. Bear Bean does come out. Do layer correctly. Knife Angle trying to secure this out here. They have to take a risky play here because they do not want to keep taking these interactions on the corner. And I think that's the proper way to play against corner. You have to take a risky out there, because if you keep feeding it on the bottom side, it's just never going to end well.
But it did go a little bit too long. Now Chunk Dinky's looking really low. Can't really get in there and layer strikes anymore. Flowers out of position. Orb denied. The creations are coming in. But of course, Asher just does not care. Pops the primary. Pops the ultimate. And just ends all of that. And Vex just gets a evade clear, barely surviving the Estelle onside. And a great hit set coming from Cows, forcing Natty Fangirl to flip. And Cows just calls it out completely, smacking the ball right back in and evening up the tally at 2-2, looking to stop this Mickey Mouse comp from taking another set over their heads.
Yeah, when it comes down to the real open net scenarios, Vex is playing out of their mind. They did not look to Crystal Thorn piercing shot, which cannot be said to 95%.
Hey, that's hard. That's hard, yeah.
Oh, they tried to take the out clear, and now this is where you do not want to be as Lions Eats Bears, but they do find the out clear through the turret. And it's looking really good here for Lions Eats Bears, but the double flip looking in the back from Pantheon does not look too well. But the Barrier Beam does stuff out one. Trying to take these out clear. Straighters is looking with the other one, but the ball just slips past him.
Yeah, not able to keep this going for as long as we want to. Oh, we popped the flip. Unfortunately, not getting any value out of it. And now it's actually Flowers moving up the field. But a great portal rotation coming up from Straigers means that we just go onto the offense again on the top side. And honestly, most importantly, a beautiful walk-up from Vex to secure the second barrier. But even the primary just keeps catching us out with the active frames. Flowers finding so much value with these primaries. Oh, the passes are looking so scary. But Vex, another great call out. Chunk Dinky sending her straight back to Natty Fangirl, getting the play started. A little portal play happening. Oh my god, and Cows hits the fudgy angle. Sending it straight towards that corner off the wall. And taking the first set in the series. And I mean, once again, what feels like for the 1,000th time this series gets her pick of what she wants in this start of the series.
Yeah, extra special. That's just an insta click here. But the siege machine, that's the they take hot shot. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we don't want extra. I guess we don't want to deal with Estelle hot shot, or possibly these Alice primaries with hot shot. You know, looking a little scary out there. But I don't know. I do think this draft could have gone a little bit differently. Era is not particularly happy picking up an Adrenaline Rush. Maybe we can get some cheeky ultimate ability kills. 1 second off primary isn't terrible as well, but I mean, look at this. We're on Adren Rush tempo swing era. This is not the first thing you think of when you try to imagine a strong, powerful, game-carrying era build. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, they do find the outclear here. Chungtinky trying to secure the first barrier here. Nightfang pushing up here. And the Iron Spear from Flowers has secured both barriers and trying to win these strike interactions here. Chucking look pretty low. Trying to play for the life. Ooh,
Ooh.
but the positions there. Cal's playing really well, but the Strike War from Natty Fangle does secure the outs. Is that Berserker coming out from Chungti? Take the risky clear. Oh, Chungti strike at the ball. Yes.
You know what? I respect the walk-up coming out from Vex there. Almost immediately secured that point, but when it would slight misplay or slight outplay from the enemy team means the ball gets out to all this open space that Chungtinky gets to cover, and if you give this guy a little bit of space, yeah, he's gonna take it immediately. But oh my god, look at the damage. Chungtinky and Natty Fangirl are looking so low right now. X is beamed, and of course has nothing to do with the beam. This always happens. This X era synergy just does not exist, I swear to God. Ooh, but a great shot towards the top side. Gets a fast rotate. Straight just moving back down. Gets the turret shot. And it's actually Chungtinky to go into the goal line. Finally getting killed at the end there. And a great strike from Cows. Gets it right around the Asher secondary. She's not able to defend it for that long. And we are sitting on an Asher flip. And Atlas, the secondary, barely able to secure the first barrier. But things are looking scary. Cows got flipped, got ultimate, looks to put it in, but the Asher ult place was just too strong. Natty Fangirl forces to spend the secondary and flip, but looking for the portal rotate. Straight just got nothing yet though. We have poor timing on the ultimate ability, means that nothing is quite found, and we're layering against Flowers right now. Looking to take so much value, gets the rotate up to Chungtinky, looks for the thorns, and we're just kind of resetting to new. Oh, team player! And we're just resetting to neutral once again. Nope, never mind.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, the open net there. Lions Bears securing the first point here. And the team play here from Natty Fang is the key element here. Because, I mean, if Asher, Atlas are just stuck in the corner, they can just dump abilities. They could probably stall till overtime. But the biggest counter is just so much damage coming out from the tempo swing. Comp of Aimee X error, not really error, but mostly just.
Hey, okay, you know, I'll forgive error, but yeah, tempo swing ult Loki do crazy mode damage. So, you know, if we ever get ult lineup, which we unfortunately have not quite able to see at this game, that's like a solid, like, you know, like 1,000 extra 1K throw on top of it.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, where are we going?
Unfortunate bouncer from the glitch pop, and Chungtinky was trying to dribble around, but Vex just had none of that. Shutting down the 1v1 opportunity. Lockdown defense.
Yeah, but you know, Wumpus defend, as they say. Hold it down in the net.
They're switching.
Wait, hold on.
They're switching.
Okay, Natty Fangirl now moving up the field with the Mom Boots. Hasn't been hit yet, which means we do get to hold on to the movement speed and a great evade, making sure we don't go down to the Era native, but we do go down to Cows just wailing on us with full abilities. But yeah, we got the goalie swap now. Goalie Asher is moved up into the forward position, and Flowers is looking to lock it down as Atlas, but it's just not enough. The change has happened too late into the series, and now they're just down 2 sets in the face of Pantheon.
Yeah, the shot isn't really that good for X. Yeah, he's missing a lot of like power awakenings. He could take like explosive or something. So mostly, probably like they take
fire up, fire up, fire up.
No one's gonna take it. They just don't like it. There's other stuff they want to take.
Fire up, guys! Please, it's so broken. It's 50% for 6 seconds. That's a really fat number. Please. Okay, nice. Flowers, head on tight there. You know, was able to put 2 and 2 together and figure out how broken this Fire Up Awakening is. God bless.
Yeah, and they're still going with this rotate here. And Flowers back in the goalie position, where that was a bit scary here. Chungtinky is pretty low with the res from Atlas. Not really doing anything because so much damage being piled down. And now nothing really is happening. The scaling has taken out of control. And so much damage taken out. They do get the out clear that they needed to reset this corner offense, but I mean, it just falls back again.
Yeah, you said nothing was really happening, but what I saw going down there was the health bars of Natty Fangirl and Chunk Dinky slowly but surely going down, as they do when when you have to face down Amy X in the corner for just a bit too long. But you know, I thought about it again. I'm a little bit nettled that we decided to go Glass Cannon on Asher, even though we decided to commit to the position swap. I think Atlas getting access to bomb boots through Glass Cannon would be pretty strong in this game. But it doesn't quite matter. Nightingale does get a strong ass primary. You know, of course, Asher, when she's on her side of the field, doesn't just can still lock it down. But just too much damage is coming up from cows. And double checking the name because I forgot. Chung Dinky goes down, and we're just spending this power play. It's just so hard to keep to defend when we had to. We did X Amy scaled basically. That's what I'm trying to put
Yeah.
down.
And now they're rotating back with 90, which should be happening now. Flip comes out with the fire up. Now everyone's so fast, but this
50%.
slick speed from
50%.
I mean, the slick speed from Exo is still keeping up with it, and this time their strike, unfortunately.
Hey, that was a good little play from Cows and Strages though. You know, quick up, get the strikeout from Junk Dinky, and boom, strike it straight back down. Strages and Co. Well, I feel bad calling a team that. Pantheon as are looking to to secure this series, not letting this tomfoolery go down against them in the North American Strikers training grounds. Strages pops the flip, goes for the shot, and finds it on the bottom side, securing the series. And it pretty telling 3-0 near the end there. There was a beautiful game, honestly the best game too of all time, throughout here. But Gates of Obscura is just not quite the map that Alice Brawler can get it done on.
Yeah, a bit of both drafting and execution, and I mean, just wasn't their game this time around. Looking at the stats here, I mean, 35k on X, a lot. The flowers got 0 kills this time. Couldn't get it done. But no, this is pretty important here for Pantheon. They want to secure when they side up for playoffs. I'm not sure where they're at right now. Probably like either 4th or 5th place, but they're trying to aim for 4th just to make sure they have that little bit of leeway coming in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. And I will say a great showing. They did show one. If this team can get the ball in the corner, they look good. Pantheon looks really good when they can get the state game. We saw even with Atlas on the team position, regardless of his position, we are getting through these reses, getting through the healing, and just putting so much pressure on the board. Even if we're not finding as many kills as you would think, they just get it's because they're forced out. They have to walk away, and the amount of space that Amy and actually able to take up is just a little bit too much. So happy to see the corner offense game plan that I'm always a big fan of being shown in North American Strikers training grounds. But that will be all for this series. We'll be moving into, I believe, Slime Mold Colony versus
Freaking esports, I think. Is
freaking
it freaking?
esports.
Is there?
I'm double checking. Yeah, freaking esports. But we will be signing off for now. So goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.